Hello, friends. This is Catherine Marie, and before we do the last episode of season 1, which is awesome and also crazy, I wanted to let you know that we're going to have a little raffle. I make little crochet animals. It's something that I learned to do while convalescing. You can do it while you're in bed. You don't even have to be sitting up to do it. And I want to do a raffle to send one to a listener. I posted a picture of several of them in the Facebook group. So if you're interested in being put in for the raffle for a little crochet animal that I made, please email me at longcovidrealtalk@gmail.com or just send me a little message in the Facebook group or, through the podcast or however you want to do it. Or all the ways if you want to make sure you definitely get in. But I just wanted to say it's been an awesome season, and please enjoy this last episode of season 1, the Friends and Family edition. Here we go. Hello everyone, this is Catherine Marie, and today for this episode we're going to talk about friends and family. It's the Friends and Family episode. And I have my husband here. His name is Michael, and I'm going to ask him some questions about what it is like to be the husband / partner of somebody with long COVID. So, how are you doing, Michael?
Hello there. Good day to everybody. My name is Michael, and I indeed have a spouse with long COVID. I've been asked to speak on kind of the challenges of this role and also kind of some positives that you can take away from it despite the challenge. And I would say, first of all, I'm lucky enough to be part of a community that accepts long COVID as a documented and a researched phenomenon that continues to get attention and research to find therapies. So acceptance of long COVID for me is relatively easy, and I understand that can be a challenge for some partners. The primary difficulty of being a spouse of a person with long COVID or I imagine any other chronic fatigue constellations is that you always have to be on call. In a sense, you have to be ready for the tasks and the thought processes which your person at that time is too tired to do. So that can be keeping up with the house, taking care of the kid, cooking meals, doing grocery shopping. You find ways to outsource certain things, and the phones in a lot of ways can help with some of these tasks, but not all of them. And it's definitely a mental burden to feel like you always need to be around and on and ready and available. There's a significant social isolation component. There are days when my partner can't walk 10 feet or stand for 10 minutes without a heart rate into the 130s. So that's part of the acceptance journey for me, is that there's objective data to suggest that this is kind of a really weird constellation, and it's just something we're trying to do the best we can with while everybody's trying to figure it out. But there's a significant isolation component, and you feel lonely frequently. But it's an opportunity to really assess your needs, and I'm a kind of person that's relatively passive in the way I go about a number of items in my life, but this has been an opportunity for me to reassess what I actually need and what I have to do to stay healthy and happy and hopeful. And so it may include joining some different clubs, putting some money down for some childcare, rearranging your professional reality, rearranging your living expenses, really just kind of taking a really broad survey of all the things that apply stress in your life. And, I made a choice to pull back professionally so that I could be a better partner, spouse, and father. So I think once you realize that there are steps to be taken and, ways to simplify your life, and you commit to not having as much money or some of the flashier things you may have been used to prior, you can learn about what you need, and you can learn about a new version of health.
Thank you.
That's about what I have for today.
Okay. Do you have any last recommendations for family or friends of people with long COVID? Anything that you've learned, or anything that, any parting words of wisdom?
I would just, have a really, really low threshold to allow yourself and your person to be right. So if you're feeling really tired because you've been on call for 6 months, you're right. You're really tired. If your person is really tired and they need to sleep all day, they're right. And they need to sleep all day. So I think just kind of just accepting that, where you're at and what you need to do and how to take care of yourself is the best way to go.
Thank you, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll see what feedback is for this episode, and if there's good feedback, we can do some more sorts of friends and family episodes, if that is of interest to everybody. But thank you, Michael, for giving us some insight as to how it is to be the husband, spouse, father that is not the one with long COVID, and therefore can have a lot of the weight of the family.
It's a primary caretaker role, and it's going to be okay.
Yeah. Definitely a new chapter of the relationship. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye. Hello, this is Catherine Marie, and this is the end of the last episode of season 1. I wanted to thank you for tuning in and listening and kind of being on this journey with me. It definitely makes me feel less alone, and I hope that it makes you feel less alone too. A couple of things I wanted to ask a favor. One thing is, if you are willing to share your story, please email, text, or call the number in the description of the episode. And I would be so happy to get your story so I can include it in one of the bonus episodes. I think that it's really, really helpful to hear other people's stories, because everyone is so unique, and yet there are so many common threads and common themes that run through them. So if you can give me your story, that would be awesome. I would be so grateful. And I would love to make just tons of bonus episodes with tons of people's stories, because I feel like those are just so powerful. And then the other thing I wanted to ask is if you can send me via the same way, like email, text, or voicemail or whatever, if you are interested in being in the raffle for a little crochet animal that I made in celebration of the end of season 1. So we will do a raffle probably in the next week or so, week or two, I don't know, something like that. And then whoever wins the raffle, I will reach out and ask for your mailing address so I can send it out to you. And I'm fully aware that there are people listening from 13 countries, so don't worry. I know I'm probably going to be sending it somewhere far away, quite possibly. So, and then the other thing I wanted to ask is to please just any feedback, any messages, just anything that you do it just makes my day. And I just really appreciate everybody who already has responded in various ways or subscribed or shared with people that they know who have long COVID or just anything. It's not a very big podcast that right now, and it may never be very big, and that's fine. But I just, if you know someone who would benefit from it, that would be the main reason to share it. And then, what was the last thing? Oh yeah. Today, the same day that this episode is dropping, there's an episode where I'm a guest speaker on Long COVID MD on that podcast. So if you search for Long COVID MD on your podcast platform, you should be able to listen to the episode that I recorded with Dr. Zeest Khan. And I'm pretty excited about it. I've never been asked to be a guest speaker for anything, so I was pretty excited about it, and it was really fun. And I hope that you enjoy it if you do listen to it. But I think that is everything. Thank you again so much. And if you have any questions or feedback or anything like that, please feel free to reach out. I love hearing from every single person. Okay? All right. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.